Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Naresh Magho with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says 2025 was a year of proud milestones for India in the field of national security, sports and scientific innovation. In his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani, Mr. Modi highlights Operation Sindoor. Prime Minister to participate in second Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue on 12th of next month in New Delhi. President Droupadi Murmu embarks on submarine sortie at Karwar Naval Base in Karnataka. Dense fog disrupts flight and train services in North India. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to meet his US counterpart Donald Trump in Florida today to broker a peace deal. And in women's cricket, India to take on Sri Lanka in 4th T20 International in Thiruvananthapuram this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India left a strong mark everywhere this year, from national security to sports and science laboratories to the world's biggest platforms. Addressing the nation in his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani today, the Prime Minister looked back at the year 2025, saying it gave many moments to make every Indian proud. He stated that Operation Sindoor became a symbol of pride for every Indian this year.
देश की सुरक्षा से लेकर खेल के मैदान तक, विज्ञान की प्रयोगशालाओं से लेकर दुनिया के बड़े मंचों तक भारत ने हर जगह अपनी मजबूत छाप छोड़ी। इस साल ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हर भारतीय के लिए गर्व का प्रतीक बन गया। दुनिया ने साफ देखा, आज का भारत अपनी सुरक्षा से कोई समझौता नहीं करता। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दौरान देश के कोने कोने से मां भारती के प्रति प्रेम और समर्पण की तस्वीरें सामने आई। लोगों ने अपने अपने तरीके से अपने भाव व्यक्त किए।
Mr. Modi appreciated the people for showing the same spirit and enthusiasm for the 150th anniversary of Vande Mataram.
यही जज्बा तब भी देखने को मिला जब वंदे मातरम के 150 वर्ष पूरे हुए। मैंने आपसे आग्रह किया था कि हैशटैग वंदे मातरम 150 के साथ अपने संदेश और सुझाव भेजे। देशवासियों ने इस अभियान में बढ़ चढ़कर हिस्सा लिया।
The Prime Minister remarked that 2025 was also a memorable year in terms of sports. The Indian men's cricket team won the ICC Champions Trophy.
2025 खेल के लिहाज से भी एक यादगार साल रहा। हमारी पुरुष क्रिकेट टीम ने आईसीसी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी जीती। महिला क्रिकेट टीम ने पहली बार विश्व कप अपने नाम किया। भारत की बेटियों ने विमेन्स ब्लाइंड T20 वर्ल्ड कप जीतकर इतिहास रच दिया। एशिया कप T20 में भी तिरंगा शान से लहराया। पैरा एथलीटों ने विश्व चैंपियनशिप में कई पदक जीतकर ये साबित किया कि कोई बाधा हौसलों को नहीं रोक सकती।
Mr. Modi also highlighted that India took a big leap in the field of science and space this year. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla became the first Indian to reach the International Space Station.
विज्ञान और अंतरिक्ष क्षेत्र में भी भारत ने बड़ी छलांग लगाई। शुभांशु शुक्ला पहले भारतीय बने जो इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन तक पहुंचे। पर्यावरण संरक्षण और वन्य जीवों की सुरक्षा से जुड़े कई प्रयास भी 2025 की पहचान बने। भारत में चीतों की संख्या भी अब 30 से ज्यादा हो गई है। 2025 में आस्था, संस्कृति और भारत की अद्वितीय विरासत सब एक साथ दिखाई दी।
He said the Prayagraj Mahakumbh organized at the beginning of the year astonished the entire world. He added that the Dhwajarohan ceremony at the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya at the end of the year filled every Indian with pride. The Prime Minister expressed satisfaction that people's excitement towards Swadeshi was evident.
स्वदेशी को लेकर भी लोगों का उत्साह खूब दिखाई दिया। लोग वही सामान खरीद रहे हैं जिसमें किसी भारतीय का पसीना लगा हो और जिसमें भारत की मिट्टी की सुगंध हो। आज हम गर्व से कह सकते हैं 2025 ने भारत को और अधिक आत्मविश्वास दिया है।
The Prime Minister highlighted that the second edition of Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue will be held soon. On the 12th of next month, National Youth Day will be celebrated on the occasion of Swami Vivekananda's birth anniversary.
अगले महीने की 12 तारीख को स्वामी विवेकानंद जी की जयंती के अवसर पर राष्ट्रीय युवा दिवस मनाया जाएगा। इसी दिन यंग लीडर्स डायलॉग का भी आयोजन होगा और मैं भी इसमें जरूर शामिल होऊंगा। इसमें हमारे युवा इनोवेशन, फिटनेस, स्टार्टअप और एग्रीकल्चर जैसे महत्वपूर्ण विषयों पर अपने आइडियाज शेयर करेंगे।
Mr. Modi also spoke about Smart India Hackathon, saying it is another medium where ideas are turned into action. The Smart India Hackathon 2025 concluded this month. During this hackathon, students worked on more than 270 problems of more than 80 government departments. The Prime Minister also spoke about Manipur's Moirang Thamset, who lives in a remote area of the state. To overcome the challenge of major electricity issues, Mr. Moirang focused on local solutions and started a campaign to install solar panels. On account of this campaign, solar power has reached hundreds of houses in his area today. Owing to his efforts, many health centers in Manipur are also getting solar power. Mr. Modi remarked that the women, local fishermen and artists of Manipur have also benefited from this endeavour. The Prime Minister also emphasised that under the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, the government is providing approximately 75 to 80,000 rupees to each beneficiary family for installing solar panels. The 77th Republic Day of the country will be celebrated next month. Prime Minister Modi said that on such occasions, people's hearts are filled with gratitude for the freedom fighters and the makers of the Constitution. He said people from every part of the country contributed to the freedom movement, but many of the heroes did not receive the respect they deserved. The Prime Minister also spoke about the Kutch Ranotsav, which began on the 23rd of November and will continue until the 20th of February.
यहाँ कच्छ की लोक संस्कृति, लोक संगीत, नृत्य और हस्तशिल्प की विविधता दिखाई देती है। कच्छ के सफेद रण की भव्यता देखना अपने आप में एक सुखद अनुभव है। रात के समय जब सफेद रण के ऊपर चांदनी फैलती है, वहाँ का दृश्य अपने आप में मंत्र मुग्ध कर देने वाला होता है। रण उत्सव का टेंट सिटी बहुत लोकप्रिय है। मुझे जानकारी मिली है कि पिछले एक महीने में अब तक 2 लाख से ज्यादा लोग रणोत्सव का हिस्सा बन चुके हैं।
Mr. Modi also reminded everyone to stay fit and take part in the Fit India movement. He added that the winter season is very suitable for exercise.
विकसित भारत का संकल्प जरूर सिद्ध होगा। यह विश्वास दिनों दिन मजबूत होता जाता है। साल 2026 इस संकल्प सिद्धि की यात्रा में एक अहम पड़ाव साबित हो। आपका और आपके परिवार का जीवन खुशहाल हो, इसी कामना के साथ इस एपिसोड में विदाई लेने से पहले मैं जरूर कहूंगा, फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट आपको भी फिट रहना है। ठंडी का ये मौसम व्यायाम के लिए बहुत उपयुक्त होता है। व्यायाम जरूर करें।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is chairing the 5th National Conference of Chief Secretaries in New Delhi. The 3-day conference that began on the 26th of this month is aimed at strengthening center-state partnership through structured and sustained dialogue on national development priorities. Anchored in the Prime Minister's vision of cooperative federalism, this conference serves as a forum where centre and states collaborate, designing a unified roadmap to maximize the country's human capital potential and accelerate inclusive and future-ready growth. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. President Droupadi Murmu embarked on a submarine sortie at the Karwar naval base in Karnataka today. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi accompanied the President on board INS Wagshir, a Kalvari-class submarine. The President is also the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. This maiden sortie on board a Kalvari-class submarine by President Murmu is the second by a President. APJ Abdul Kalam was the first President to undertake a submarine sortie in 2006 at Visakhapatnam. After arrival in Karwar, Karnataka Governor Thawarchand Gehlot welcomed her. President Murmu is on a 4-day visit to Goa, Karnataka and Jharkhand beginning yesterday. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that Indian Medical Association IMA has made the most contribution in the medical field. Addressing IMA NetCon 2025, organised by Indian Medical Association in Ahmedabad today, Mr. Shah said, Ayushman Bharat Yojana has brought a big change in the country. He added the doctors serving during the corona period gave priority to the patients.
We developed a health ecosystem with a holistic view. First, we launched the Swachh Bharat mission and initiated a campaign to build toilets in every home. Everyone understands how closely this is linked to health. This has been instrumental in transforming India's health landscape. Then came the Fit India campaign to instill the habit of playing sports in primary school children. We launched Khelo India so that exercise and sports become a natural part of their lives. We celebrated Yoga Day and promoted yoga at the grassroots level. Today, I can confidently say that we have increased the number of people practicing yoga by at least 40% compared to before 2015.
Flight and rail services across large parts of North India were disrupted this morning as dense fog conditions prevailed over several states, severely reducing visibility and affecting normal movement. India Meteorological Department IMD has warned of dense fog and cold wave-like conditions across the region. Rail services were hit badly, with many trains running several hours behind schedule and some being diverted. Flights in multiple cities, including Delhi, were also delayed. According to railway officials, more than 4 dozen trains are running behind schedule due to dense fog across northern India. Train speeds have been reduced as a safety measure, leading to major inconvenience for passengers. The impact of adverse weather was equally visible in air traffic operations. Several airlines, including SpiceJet, Air India and Indigo, issued travel advisories for passengers, cautioning them about possible delays. Both airlines and railway authorities urged passengers to check the status of their trains and flights before leaving for stations or airports. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is scheduled to meet U.S. President Donald Trump in Florida today amid heightened tensions between Russia and Ukraine and ongoing U.S. efforts to broker peace in the region. They will discuss a 20-point peace plan and potential U.S. security guarantees. Zelenskyy noted that his administration is working with Washington on a long-term roadmap for Ukraine's prosperity. Myanmar's military junta has begun its first tightly controlled national election after overthrowing the elected government and seizing power since 5 years after in February 2021. The junta claims the vote will pave the way for a return to democracy, but opposition groups and human rights organizations have dismissed it and said that it is an attempt to legitimize continued military rule. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, Union Health and Family Welfare Minister J.P. Nadda, Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav and Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh paid floral tributes to former Union Minister Arun Jaitley on his birth anniversary this morning in New Delhi. Several senior BJP leaders were also present on the occasion. They included Delhi Assembly President Vijender Gupta, Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva, MP Banswari Swaraj and Delhi Cabinet Minister Ashish Sood. Moving on to sports, in women's cricket, India will take on Sri Lanka in the 4th T20 International at the Greenfield International Stadium in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala today. The match will begin at 7 this evening. Harmanpreet Kaur-led Women in Blue are already leading the 5-match series with an unassailable lead of 3-0. The 5th match of the series will be played on Tuesday at the same venue. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says 2025 was a year of proud milestones for India in the field of national security, sports and scientific innovation. In his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani, Mr. Modi highlights Operation Sindoor. Prime Minister to participate in 2nd Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue on the 12th of next month in New Delhi. President Droupadi Murmu embarks on submarine sortie at Karwar Naval Base in Karnataka. Dense fog disrupts flight and train services in North India. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to meet his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump in Florida today to broker a peace deal. And in women's cricket, India to take on Sri Lanka in 4th T20 International in Thiruvananthapuram this evening. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the midday news.